January can be quiet in Hill City. Its trademark tourist attraction, the 1880 train, closed for the season. Its snow-lined tracks wandering like a winter mirage. Its depot platform empty. Even the engines seem to shiver, waiting for the sun to rise on a new season. But history lovers Joe Belzak and his family enthusiastically keep their antique shop open, hoping for business.
That's the thing. I got so many collections, watches and coins and, just everything and anything.
Like this wooden butter churn with a handle that still turns.
This goes back over 100 years, this one. And it still has the smell of sour milk because it was used as a churn all this life.
Joe says he's a former music school teacher and band director from the Chicago area. The difference now, he's the student. The subject is history, and he's learning anywhere but inside the classroom.
It's the Indiana Jones mentality or philosophy I get out of it, because you always have some type of treasure that comes in or that you find on your travels.
They'd vacationed here for years, starting when Joe was a little kid, moved here and opened their antique shop about a decade ago. And Joe planned to find a teaching job here, but little did Joe know that in a smoking hot turn of fate, this whistle stop is where his dream job would await.
That's the heat from the metal. It's carbide against metal. And it's cutting.
He landed a job with the 1880 train, the Black Hills Central Railroad. His childhood dream had come true.
Since I was a very young child, I always wanted to become a railroad worker, work somewhere on the railway. I had always a passion for trains, and especially for history.
Turns out the folks that owned the train knew he had an interest and had some spots to fill. He had no experience, but a lot of passion.
So everything I learned in the shops and all that, that's all I learned here at the train.
That was about a decade ago, and learn he has. Clearly, he doesn't mind getting his hands dirty.
Well, during the winter months, all our steam engines and equipment is dismantled, serviced, and prepared for the next season.
Like this one, Engine 110. He says it's their largest steam engine, weighing 222,000 pounds. These days, he's free to climb aboard right up into the engineer's cab.
Either you go forward or backwards, and then right here is neutral.
A key part of the steam engine is the boiler, known as the firebox.
The water in the boiler makes steam, and the steam goes, of course, to the cylinders that push the pistons that make the wheels move.
And no wheels moving would be a bad thing. See all those little dots on the firebox wall? Those are called stay bolts.
This will look like this when it's done. This is about a 4 or 5 pound bolt. Back in the day, over 50 years ago, 60 years ago, there was crews of people that worked on this stuff.
They've got a small team here that works on these heavy-duty giants.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
And not only does Joe get to help maintain the trains, his dream job rolls one stop further.
During the season when we're operating, I'm a conductor, engineer, and brakeman for the railway.
Seeing an engineer wave from the window is a whole lot of fun. But being an engineer is a whole lot of pressure.
You're nervous, you do your runs, you have a good time, and then the next day you come back. You're nervous again, you do your runs, you have a good day, and you come back. It's just, and every day it's like that. It's unbelievable.
However, he says the conductor is actually in charge.
He's the captain of the ship. He's in control of when we go, when we stop, and where we stop.
In fact, during the season, Joe says he's the head conductor, so while the depot platform is still empty, Joe knows soon enough it'll be time to yell.
Oh!